goodbye again. Greg Sage, welcome in the studio, Greg. The first thing that comes to mind is what happened to the Wipers.
Well, the Wipers were an idea that lasted for about 11 years on a totally independent basis, as far as writing, recording, and not necessarily being part of a trend or a scene. And 11 years was a long time, and now it's time to move on.
You say not being part of a particular trend. This morning in a newspaper you were called a cult hero.
Well, I don't claim to be a cult hero. A cult, maybe it can be a lot of different things. Cult can be anything you want it to be. In the sense that maybe we were a cult just because we were black sheep of the industry, in a sense. We tried our most not to follow music trend and to... my idea of the Wipers was to have an idea on vinyl that was totally independent from the business of music, which makes it very difficult in a sense because the finances involved with making records are quite extreme. And then if you want to be an independent artist without having the machine behind you to actually create the music or the expenses of music, it's a very difficult, position to be in. So, but that was the challenge of it, and that's what I wanted to prove in the beginning, is that you could be totally independent of the record industry as far as like creation goes, and not writing music to for the purpose of making money or for the purpose of making gold records or platinum records, which is what the music industry needs, as far as their business goes. But you have to cooperate and compromise on both sides, and that's what the challenge was. And the point being was the Wipers were sort of a platform trying to show that you can be a pure, true artist in a sense, in isolation, and still over a period of time release music without it being controlled, by what's popular at the time.
How are you going to prevent compromising with the Electric Medicine Show? Are you going to make records?
Well, Electric Medicine Show right now is just the transition that I put together between after the Wipers. I was in the process of recording another record on my own, and right now I ended up touring instead. And so it's kind of an odd situation because it's hard to leave something behind that you worked, with for so long, and people are familiar with. And so right now I'm like facing another direction of music, as far as not aside from the Wipers, but just another point of view in a sense.
Does that mean we're going to get a follow-up of your solo album then?
Possibly. I write a lot of different types of music, and now I feel the Wipers were very focused point of view in a sense, and I felt like a lot of the material I've written over the years wasn't suitable for Wipers, and at least by just going under my name, I felt I could keep the identity the Wipers idea had separate from a lot of the different types of songs I write.